So folks, I want to talk about a very important topic for me that I hear a lot in my everyday business when talking to clients, to potential clients, to really help other freelancers or other IT business owners in their IT consulting niche. Typical mistakes that I constantly hear that make not even specifically my life, the life of you as a person that would speak to me in that sense, a lot harder, a lot more difficult than it actually needs to be. Typical mistakes of why someone actually does not want to benefit from a mentoring. And I'm, in this case, not trying to sell anything in the sense of why we are so awesome, why everything is working. No, it's about benefiting from others. It's about benefiting from other people's, other businesses' experience. It's about not making the same stupid mistakes that so many people did out there, especially if you're a freelancer, starting as a freelancer, scaling as a freelancer into a business, or even as a small business. So many pitfalls, so many people or businesses have already done. Yeah, that's what it's about. It doesn't matter if it's within my mentoring or if it's with a different mentoring. It's just about save that time, save that money that you leave on the ground, save that, most importantly, the energy. I'll give you some examples here. Typical things in my opinion, mistakes that I hear when talking to people, especially freelancers or smaller business owners. Why are they not concentrating in really positioning and scaling their business and investing in something in that in order to get a little bit further down the road? Now I'm currently really busy. I'm changing, or I'm creating my website. So you hear a lot. Awesome. So investing a couple of €1,000 into a professional website without a real positioning, without a real target audience, without a real offering, does make more sense. I assume yes. I mean, I guess the website that you'll be hosting, and yes, I'm sarcastic here. I guess that is that a lead generation? Like, is there a funnel behind the website? Is it simply informational? This is a question I usually asked. There's no answer mostly. So already here. So what's the expectation of the website? So you're hosting it. I guess you're gonna invest thousands of euros in SEO. Usually the answer is no. Cool. So who's gonna find you? What's the expectation now? Is the expectation that the customers will flood your website, book an appointment with you if you have that option on the website? Yeah. I find that very funny because the website is not so important as it was these days. Yes, of course, a website can also be used as a funnel, landing page, or whatsoever what you want to do that. And there's definitely experts there who can really, really help you create a website and really also generate leads with that, cooler and warmer. But these days, social media is so much more stronger than your website. You're visible to way more people out there than you were in the past couple of years. So your social media needs to be on point, and the website is addition. It probably has a function behind it, but just hooking up, just creating a website is not gonna solve your problem to get clients. It's not gonna. If the expectation or the imagination is, I'll create a website and the customers will simply run to me and will just buy everything. Again, who are your customers? What are you actually offering? Is that clear on the website? You could do about us, like no one does on the website. You could do fun facts, like we drank 3,000 coffee cups this year. Oh man, that's so funny. Nobody uses that joke. And we've done 11,000 projects in the last 15 years. You see where I'm going. It has zero relevance. Do you think a customer will jump on your website, say, oh, they look legit. haven't seen that, I think I'll buy from them. I don't know what, maybe it's not really clear because you don't really have any productized services or products, but I'll buy, right? I don't know what yet. So think about it. Don't invest that. It comes later. It's super important. Don't get me wrong. Every company has a good website, but it's not necessary, especially at the beginning, if you're struggling with other things, such as finding clients. What I also hear a lot, I'll do it on my own. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it on your own. I think the smartest people on earth all did it on their own. I don't think that Elon Musk learned from anybody. I don't think Bill Gates learned from anybody, or Warren Buffett, and name it. You can even go to, sports coaches. They have never learned anything from anybody else. They all taught everything by themselves, right? Again, I'm being sarcastic. No, the answer is no. They learned their lessons from other people. They gained, they had coaches, they had mentors. Again, this is not in the sense of, get into the mentoring with me. Learn from others. I truly don't care if it's with me, with others. There's so many good people out there that can teach you valuable lessons. Why do you think you are special? You're so unique in the sense of that you can do everything by your own. And now the most important question. If you can do everything by your own, why haven't you? Because you can't. It's just as simple. You might figure out a way, and in most cases, I truly think that the people or the businesses will. But for what cost? For what time? For what energy? Yeah, that needs to be taken into consideration. It's a mindset thing. Yeah, if you invest so much time and money on figuring everything out by yourself, why the hell should you not benefit from someone, company that have done it, can teach you, can show you what you want? It's just common sense. Again, look at the most successful people or businesses out there. They did not learn everything by themselves. It's obvious. It's visible. What I hear a lot as well is I have some other people in my network who have done it. It a little bit goes in the same direction. So I'll do it on my own. If so, look at those. How many of those people are super successful? Like, what is successful in your position? If you're a freelancer, maybe making 50K in a month is successful. If you're a business, that's peanuts. Again, if you have 10, 20 people on the bench. So it's really a matter of perspective. But if you have someone in your network who have done it, why don't you just do it with them? And then the question is, have they really done it, or they just seem to be doing it? There's a difference. Look behind the curtain. Analyze who has really done it. Check the people who not only seem to be successful, who are successful, who from third-hand experience that have done it. That's a big factor. So, all these talks, and I had hundreds of these talks all in the last couple of months, believe me, and it's just a repeating. It's a repeating pattern. Yeah, it seems to be a lot of mindset, a lot of like maybe you are a freelancer or a small business. You really want to change something. You want to build a team, get more customers, increase revenue. Maybe work not so much operatively, have more freedom, work from anywhere else, grow your team, conquer new markets, create a product, so many different things. There's always a little bit like, okay, but what do I need to change in order to get to this situation? Yeah. You then hear, I need to do this, I need to do that, I need to have sales, I need to have lead generation, I need to have a project delivery, a project onboarding. I need to have productized services. I need to have a recruiting and hiring process, an interview process. I need to have this. That's where the differentiation factor is. Do I have the power? Do I have the energy to really do it? Or do I want to be one of many? Do I really want to build something sustainable? Or I just want to be, floating around, being lucky, maybe, here and there. And, trying to build something, if it works or not. be sincere. Do you wanna really go all in? Then go all in. Do it. If you have the knowledge, if you have the guts, do it on your own. I mean, there's no better feeling of achieving something on your own. I've done it myself, but I've also learned from others many times, and I'm super beneficial. I'm still learning from others. It never stops. So, and maybe it takes a little bit of a mindset and a shift in mindset to really start thinking, maybe I'm not there where I could be. Maybe I'm not so perfect or maybe so good how I think I am. Yeah, because there's a metaphor about you're like an onion. It has different skin layers. You wrap out the first skin, and then you just realize, oh, there's so much more underneath the first skin. You don't know it because you haven't been there. So it's really opening to talk with people who have went the way that you would like to walk. Yeah, there's new perspectives, new learnings, and it's not just about making more money. It's really about not about just increasing revenue for your company. It's about really cherishing new perspectives. See that maybe a business can work with a lot less work, with the same amount of revenue that you're doing. Maybe you're happy, but you do a lot less. So there's so many different motivations behind that. I see that every time the focus from people is on the wrong things, creating a website, gaining visibility, something like that. So it's a lot of, and then I'll try to do that myself, and I'm reading a lot of entrepreneur books and YouTube videos. It's awesome, yeah, but it's not gonna do the work. There's a differentiation between busy work and productive work. We can be busy 24/7, but the question is, how productive are you? And if you have a business, it doesn't matter if you're a freelancer or a business owner, the productivity of your work at the end will be the revenue. So always ask yourself, how much effect, positive effect on what you're doing right now, is it affecting your business in a positive way? Increasing your revenue, building your product or service, increasing or growing your team? If the answer is no, ask yourself what you're doing. Maybe talk to someone who has done it.